How's it going, everyone? Austin Honecker here. I just want to come on here for a while and give them a review for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dark Elevation from tonight, which is January 3rd, 2022. I gotta say, it was awesome from start to finish. For the matches, match 1, it was Riho versus Valentina Rossi. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Riho went over with the Samato. Match 2, it was Andrade El Idolo versus JP Harlow. That was a squash match, but the ending to it, Andrade El Idolo went over with the La Morta. Match 3, it was Megan Bayne versus Layla Gray. That was a squash match, but the ending to it, Megan Bayne went over with the Tombstone Pile Driver. Match 4, it was Scorpio Sky versus Ray Jazz. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Scorpio Sky went over with the TKO. Match 5, it was the Dark Order, which are John Silver and Alex Reynolds versus Shane Stetson and Mike Orlando. That was a squash match, but the ending to it, the Dark Order went over cause Alex Reynolds pinned Shane Stetson with a jackknife pin. Match 6, it was Jake Atlas versus Serpentico. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Jake Atlas went over with a diving cartwheel DDT. Well, before the match, Serpentico attacked Jake Atlas from behind and beat the shit out of him before the match started. That was cool. That was match 6, by the way. Match 7, it was Sky Blue versus Angelica Risk. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Sky Blue went over with the Inside Out Flatliner. And match 8, which was the main event, it was Jay Lethal versus Troy Hollywood. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Jay Lethal went over with the Lethal Injection. Now, there were no promos or segments throughout this episode of All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dark Elevation. So, besides the matches, Tony Schiavone and Mark Henry done commentary throughout the whole show. They done awesome as usual. Paul White done commentary along with Tony Schiavone and Mark Henry throughout the matches of Riho versus Valentina Rossi, Andrade El Idolo versus JP Harlow, Megan Bayne versus Layla Gray, Scorpio Sky versus Ray Jazz, and the Dark Order versus Shane Stetson and Mike Orlando. Paul White done great on commentary. And Eddie Kingston done commentary along with Tony Schiavone and Mark Henry throughout the matches of Jake Atlas versus Serpentico, Sky Blue versus Angelica Risk, and Jay Lethal versus Troy Hollywood. Eddie Kingston done great on commentary. And the referees for the event were Mike Posey, Rick Knox, Paul Turner, Bryce Remsburg, and Aubrey Edwards. Okay, Bryce Remsburg refereed the match between Riho versus Valentina Rossi. Paul Turner refereed the match between Andrade El Idolo versus JP Harlow. Mike Posey refereed the match between Megan Bayne versus Layla Gray. Rick Knox refereed the match between Scorpio Sky versus Ray Jazz. Aubrey Edwards refereed the match between the Dark Order versus Shane Stetson and Mike Orlando. Aubrey Edwards refereed the match between Jake Atlas versus Serpentico. Bryce Remsburg refereed the match between Sky Blue versus Angelica Risk and Rick Knox refereed the match between Jay Lethal versus Troy Hollywood. All the referees done awesome as usual. Now, anyway, I just wanted to come on here for a while and give them a review for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dark Elevation from tonight, which is January 3rd, 2022. Like I said, it was awesome from start to finish. And with that being said, my name is Austin Honecker, and I will catch your ass down the road. Peace out.